fabulous, so you're going to want to clap every time she does everything, right? So we're not going to do that for now. So, first thing, right? First thing, if you've taken my workshop already, you'll see this is the first thing I want you to think about. So, what is the most, and this is hard because there's a lot of important things, but what is the most important thing that you need to know before you sing a song? What do you think?
Key, the here.
Yes, very important. You should know who you are, right? But it's not the most important thing, right? Yes, it's very, very important. It's in the top, but it's not the very most important thing. What is the most important thing? Anybody got an idea? Any other guesses?
The words.
Yes, you need to know the words, right? But in the end, if you get up on stage and you don't know the words, but you still sing it great.
Notes.
Notes, still, even still, there's plenty of great singers out there.
Motivation.
Who sing wrong notes and still manage to make the song great, right?
Motivation for the number of
You're
songs.
getting very close. Motivation is close.
Objective.
Purpose.
Again, who are you talking to? Hold on. So this right away. First question answered. Who am I talking to? Right?
No.
Let's talk about that first before we start anything else. So the audience. So you're singing to the audience, right? Who are the audience?
They're technically the forest.
Okay, so they're the forest. Okay, so you're singing to the forest. Who is the forest?
Birds.
Yeah, okay, cool. So let me ask you something. Right? How much is the forest going to react to what you're doing?
Chirping.
Not really, right? You're not going to get the forest is not going to suddenly come to life and be like, great job! No, you're awful, get away, right? Right? Same thing with the audience. How often are you doing a show? There are a few exceptions, but I'm talking about the general understanding. How often does the audience react to what you're doing? I mean, truly react while you're in the middle of the song. Not at the end where they clap. I'm talking about during the song. How often?
Something's funny.
Maybe. And even then, it's not a reaction.
They really just are, like, I guess they're paying attention.
Exactly, but are you having a conversation with them? No, seriously, are you having a conversation with them? Are you saying something and then they repeat back and then they say something back to you? Is there some sort of conversation happening?
Not necessarily.
No! So let me ask you something. You're not having a conversation with anybody. You're just singing to yourself. Why would we be interested in that? What is the essence of a show? What is the thing that's the most important thing in shows, songs, everything? Anybody know? Entertaining the audience is nice, but sometimes, even in the most crazy stuff, you're not necessarily entertaining. Sometimes you're scaring them. Sometimes you're doing. There's a million different versions of doing something. What is the essence of a show? I know it's hard to find because I'm looking for a specific word, and it's not always easy to figure out. But think about this. When you're doing a show, I'll give an example. Let's say I do a show. My show is, let's say, pasture. It's called Pasture. It's a beautiful pasture, gorgeous, and everybody in pasture loves each other. We all love each other, and we sing about the pasture. Does that sound like a good show? Just curious, just that information. Would you be excited to go see that show?
Not particularly.
No, why?
He wants to say
Well, let's say there's a story. You know, I've got a good relationship with my mother. We chat. We're always happy. We talk about everything. What's missing? Right? That's the word. Conflict. No drama or comedy or anything is interesting without conflict. Why would we do something if there's no conflict? Everything we do in a show is about conflict. So can you have conflict with the audience? Truthfully. I mean, I know there's always exceptions, but the general rule, right? Can you have conflict with your audience? Do you want to have conflict with your audience? No. So why would you have a relationship with the audience? Why would you have a relationship with someone else? Right? So the idea is that in every situation, show, right? If you're in a show and there's another actor on the stage, do you have a relationship?
Yeah.
Do you generally have conflict? Generally. Some form of conflict.
Yes.
Now, there's even the most minor form, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't, the actors on stage, if you don't have some form of conflict, it means you're not doing your job. There should be something that is between you that's happening, right? About something that's happening on stage, right? And so most of the time, you have some sort of disagreement or some sort of feeling that you both feel, or you're discussing with them about something, and debate and they're trying to decide whether or not you're good or bad at it, right? Or they're against it or with it, right? There's always something. So even when you're alone on stage, whether or not in a show, audition, whatever, competition, you're still creating a relationship. You still have to create someone who can communicate. You